From glitches that break the game to secrets you didn't even know existed, today I'm going to be testing some of the craziest myths in Grow Garden to see which ones are actually true. And for myth number 1, the more of one mutation spray you have, the liquid in the glass will fill higher. Okay, I've never heard of anything like this. There's no way this is true. So to test this out, I'm going to go ahead and go over here. We're going to buy one chilled mutation spray. And there we go. We have the chilled spray right there. Let's check this thing out. And if we look at the gun, we can see, yeah, the chilled liquid is pretty much emptied out. So according to this myth, if I got more chilled mutation sprays, it should fill up further, right? So let's go over here and buy it. I'm gonna buy like 4 or 5 more. We're gonna see if it visually changes at all. All right, that's about 4 more chilled sprays. Now we got 5 total, so let's see if it actually changes at all. And, oh, it does. So this is a true myth. I thought there was no way that was true, but apparently it is. And to take it a step further, I have 38 mutation fried sprays. If we check this one, we can see it's literally entirely full. Wow, cool little secret. Now, if you thought that was cool, we're just getting started. Because start this video, we're gonna have even crazier secrets and glitches to test. But for myth number 2, you can duplicate seeds by reclaiming the plant after you change plots. There's no way this got overlooked in the testing phase. Like, there's no way this is true. Let me see if I have any reclaimers. Okay, we got 8 reclaimers and we do have the second slot unlocked. So let's go ahead and test this out. I'm gonna plant down something insignificant. Something like, let's say, I don't know, sugar apple seed. Let's water these bad boys up. You know, just forget the water. We're gonna do a grow all. I do not like waiting for this. But there we go. We have sugar apple planted. Now, following the instructions, we're gonna have to change plots. And right as we're doing it, right as it's loading, I guess we can go ahead and reclaim the sugar apple. Let's go ahead and do it. And boom, reclaim. And it says you can't reclaim others' plants. Wow. Okay, so that did not work at all. Apparently, if you change plots, it counts as another person's plant. I actually didn't consider that. So the game literally registers your slot 2 as another person's crop. But that makes sense because otherwise we would just be able to dupe plants easily. So this myth is false. But while that myth may not have worked, we have another one that has to do with switching slots. When you open an egg at the same time as switching your plot, you get the egg and the egg stays on your plot. Again, this one's probably not true whatsoever, but we're here to test these out. So I'm gonna do this with just a gourmet egg. I'm gonna plant that down. I'm gonna skip growth. We're gonna get this egg to the point where it's about to be hatched, but I have to somehow quickly swap this and do this at the same time. Okay, hold on. Actually, I can do this easily. Hatch, then load. All right. You need to wait 2 minutes. Oh, no. Wait, did this actually work? Okay, wait, hold on. I switched over to the other slot. It gave me the pet. Now I need to wait 2 minutes in order to go back to save slot 1. Will the egg still be there when I switch back to save slot 1? That's the question. All right, it's been enough time. So now we're going to switch over to the other slot. If this myth is true, then the egg should still be there even though I hatched it. Let's test this out. 3, 2, 1, and loading data. Let's see. Is the egg there? It is not there. Yeah, this myth is false. Again, this is pretty obvious. I mean, there's no way that they would just look by a infinite duping egg glitch just being in the game. But yeah, we here to test them and that was not true. But while that myth may not have been true, maybe number 4 is. Because apparently if you stand on top of the cooking pot while it's cooking, your character will begin to spin slowly. That would actually be funny if this one was true. But to test this out, let's go ahead and do this real quick. Let me just put like a bone blossom in there. Let's just make I don't know, something stupid. A bone blossom soup. Like, will this actually even be anything? Okay, so now I guess we just stand in here inside and they said we have to stop shift lock. I'll take my hands off the keyboard. Oh, what the heck? Why is my character just spinning with it, bro? What? But I think it stops the moment you shift lock. Yeah, okay, so it doesn't work. Now, can we do like a dance with this? Yo, we can dance and spin at the same time. All right, yeah, this is a goofy myth, but it's actually true for some reason. I don't know why they added that to the game, but I guess it's cool. And since we just got soup from the pot, this is actually perfect because for myth number 5, even if you don't give the pig food it craves, you'll still get the same reward of the rarity of food you cooked. So this is classified as a legendary bone blossom soup. Right now, the pig is craving waffle. So if we go ahead and look at view rewards, we can see since we have a legendary, we should at least be able to get up to mutation spray, honey glazed, gourmet egg, or small toy. So let's go ahead and give this to him. Try this food. I cooked them. Let's see. What do we get? We get advanced sprinkler. That's it? Really? Okay, hold on. Let me check. What's the rarity of advanced sprinkler? That's only rarity. Okay, you know, let's go ahead and craft something else. Let's cook something else just to test this out. I'm gonna do some more bone blossom just because those are actually like pretty good, I think. But do I have any like decent sized bone blossoms? Let me see. I think I do over here. Okay, I have a decent sized bone blossom right here. We're gonna unfavorite tool this. We're gonna crop this, and I'll also take this one too. Might as well. All right, 2 decent sized bone blossoms to add to the pot. Boom and boom. Now we do 2 other small ones. Start cooking. Let's skip this. And let's see, what do we get? Do we at least get up to legendary rewards? Legendary bone blossom soup. This one's actually bigger. All right, Crispy, what you got for me boy? We get off this a reclaimer, 2 reclaimers, mutation spray burnt, and that's it. Which if we look at the rewards, reclaimer is only uncommon rarity and mutation spray burnt is common rarity. Now this is not enough to prove it untrue just yet, so we're gonna test it out 1/3 time. And this time I'm gonna put some massive stuff. I'm gonna put this big old candy blossom in here. This is gonna hurt to get rid of, but boom. I'm also gonna put this 265 1.5 kilogram spiked mango. Put that in the pot, and then we'll just fill it up with bone blossom just to get that extra rarity. Third time's a charm, boys. Do we get any legendary rarities? This should be a big old soup, boys. Yeah, look at that big old soup right there. All right, do we get at least legendary rarities from this? Try this food I cooked up. Let's see. We get gourmet seed pack. Okay, 2 gourmet seed packs, advanced sprinkler. Actually, 4 gourmet seed packs, corn reclaimer. Damn, we're getting a ton of rewards. Damn. And if we check the rewards, we got only up to rarity, which is the gourmet seed packs. Not once did we get the legendary, even though we use legendary rarity foods. So I'm not to say this is false. If you don't give the pig what he's craving, your reward chances go significantly down. This next myth, if it's true, it will be very helpful because apparently if you use Grandmaster Sprinkler with all the other old sprinklers, you'll get a guaranteed huge rainbow plant. This I'm interested in. I haven't really experimented with the Grandmaster Sprinkler too much, so that's why we're doing it now. Godly Sprinkler's in stock. Okay, this is actually perfect. Let's get that. Let's also get the Grandmaster Sprinkler. And for those of you that don't know, this massively increases growth speed, mutation chances, fruit size, and also boosts pets. Let's also get a Master Sprinkler while we add it, and a basic sprinkler. Now let me go ahead and add all these down to our bars so we can quickly put them down later. And as for the seed we're gonna be planting, what should I even plant down? I guess we should just do something basic like, I don't know, this taco fern. I haven't actually even seen what this thing looks like. Taco fern down right there. Let's go ahead and put Grandmaster, Master, Godly, Advanced, and Basic. Now we're gonna do a grow all, and if this myth is true, we should get a massive and rainbow one first try. 3, 2, 1, and oh, what the heck? Okay, so this thing is massive, but it is not a rainbow. So this myth is only partially true, but let's go ahead and crop this and let's do this one more time. Will we get a rainbow attempt number 2? 3, 2, 1. It didn't work first time, but oh, what the heck? Okay, we got a bigger taco fern, but this is also not rainbow. That said, the Grandmaster Sprinkler looks like it actually puts in a lot of work because 2 times in a row we got massive taco ferns. Like, look at this. 70 kilogram taco fern, 90 kilogram taco fern, first 2 tries. Y'all should definitely be using this sprinkler, though it doesn't give you a 100% rainbow chance. Next myth, apparently you can only trade a maximum of 1 trillion shekels to another person while trading. To test this out, as you guys can see, I just loaded up 15 trillion shekels on my account, and I've got my girlfriend on an alt account, and what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna send over a trade request. We're gonna see if we can load up more than 1 trillion. I'm gonna try to load up 100% of this. So this is gonna be 15 trillion 508 123 415 163. Let's see, does it go through? And it does. Okay, 15.5 trillion. Looks like we're able to trade as much trillions as we want. Now, will the actual trade go through? Let's see, boys. Let's see. And trade has been finalized. So this is completely false. There is no cap or limit on how many shekels you can put in a trade. And while we're on the topic of trading, for myth number 8, if you trade someone something and keep removing it and adding it, it'll eventually duplicate. I'm not quite sure I understand how this trade works, but these are myths sent in by you guys. I'm just here to test them. Let's go ahead and send another trade request. And apparently, I guess if we just keep adding something and removing it, it'll dupe. Let me do like a pet or something. Toucan. Let's just do this. Toucan. Yeah. Let's try that out. Let's try that out. I'll put this in my bars. Boom. Toucan. All right. Toucan. I guess we just have to keep adding it and removing it. I don't know what's happening. So far, absolutely nothing has happened. Let me see. Is there an extra toucan in my inventory? Let me look. No, there's no extra toucan in my inventory. They're all accounted for. I'm going to keep doing this for a little bit longer, and we're going to see if anything happens. Now, I'd say no far, absolutely nothing is happening. So I'm going to decline this trade, and we're going to say this is myth false. Also, this is probably a good time to mention that some of the myths throughout this video I'm going to be testing may have been true at one point, but also might have gotten patched. So make sure to keep that in mind and not get upset about any myths I may have said was false that you guys experienced true. Now, if you happen to know, let's move on to myth number 9. If you spam place and pick up a pet, it will gain XP very fast. Interesting glitch, and if it's true, this could be a really good way to level up pets. Now to test this out, do I have any like age 1 pets? Let me see. Actually, we don't even need an age 1 pet. We just need any pet to test out. All right, to test this out, I'm gonna place this toucan down, and we're gonna pay attention to the rate this guy actually gets EXP. Okay, I guess he's getting no XP right now because he's literally dying of hunger. All right, hold on, let me fix this real quick. Let me feed this boy. Come here, boy, come here. All right, there we go. He should be full now. All right, it looks like he gets like, what is that? Like 1 XP per second? Something like that. If we spam pick him up and plant him down, he should get a XP boost according to this myth. I gotta be quick with this though. Let me see. 3, boom, 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 3. Okay. Let me just do this a bunch of times and let's just see. Let's just see what happens. So far, I'm not noticing anything crazy. Right now, it's at 2,462 EXP. Let's check this out. Let's check this out. Does it get any XP boost when I put it down? 2,654. Nah, looks like it's not getting no boost whatsoever. So I don't know who's sending this myth or what y'all are experiencing to even send this in. But for me, this doesn't look like it's giving me any boost at all. After all that, like 2 minutes of picking them up, planting them down, you're still getting like the 1 XP per second. Not even 1 full XP per second. Myth false. Myth number 10, apparently grow all doesn't actually grow plants to max. It just advances by 24 hours. This is something I've been suspicious of lately, as for certain plants, when I do grow all, it doesn't actually fully finish it growing. And in this example, we're gonna go ahead and use the Tranquil Bloom seed. This, I think, is one of the longest growing seeds in the game. I think it takes like well over 24 hours to actually finish growing. So we're gonna plant that down and we're gonna do a little grow all, and we're gonna see if this actually puts it up to max or if it just advances it a bit. 3, 2, 1, let's see. And wow, okay, I guess not, boys. I guess not. Tranquil Bloom is 100% finished and we have croppable plants. But this is not enough to determine this true or false. We're gonna go ahead and reclaim this, and we're gonna plant down a crop that's also notorious for taking very long to finish, the coconut. All right, just plant our coconut down, 0% grown. Now let's hit a grow all with this. Does this go fully max or does it just get progressed? Let's see. And nope, this is fully grown completely. But I'm not gonna consider that myth busted because I've personally experienced where grow all doesn't fully grow plants. Maybe that's a bug, maybe not, but I'm low-key gonna go with myth true. Moving on to myth number 11 though, apparently higher kilogram pets sell for more at Sam than normal pets. Toucans getting pulled out once again, boys. This one is 3.27 kilograms. I'm gonna go over to Sam and I'm gonna ask him how much is this worth. He's gonna say 148,190. Now I also have a golden toucan, which is about double the size of that one. This one's 7.64 kilograms. Now, I don't know if the fact of it being golden makes it more valuable. We could test that with some other pets, but at the same NPC Sam, this goes for 283,180. So far, this is looking true, but just to make sure, we're gonna test it out with some different pets. Here I have 2 corrupted kittenaids, both the same age, but one is slightly bigger than the other. This one's 2.86 kilograms, and this one is 2.39. This corrupted kittenaid goes for 14.5 million, and the bigger one goes for a total of 15.6 million. So yep, that is confirmed right there. I've actually never thought about that, but apparently weight does affect what it sells for at Sam. Although if you ask me, what he offered for my huge golden toucan was an absolute scam. So I don't recommend selling it there, but good fact to know nonetheless. Moving on to the next myth though, apparently the pancake stack attracts pets. In the new cooking event, one of the prismatic rewards you can get from Chef P is something called a pancake stack. This is literally just a cosmetic, but some people have speculated that it can attract pets. To test this out, what I'm gonna do is place down a bunch of pancake stacks. I've literally farmed up 16 of them. I'm gonna plant them in this corner and we're gonna place down a bunch of moon cats. I'm actually gonna put down a ton of these. Like, let me put down like all 16. That way we have potentially the maximum pull. Now I'm gonna place down moon cats and we're gonna see if they're attracted to that corner. Boom, boom. Boom. Let's see. All right, all 8 pets have been equipped. We have an entire army of moon cats. Do they get attracted to this pancake stack? Ooh, hold up. Wait. No way. No, they're literally just chilling next to the pancake stack. Okay, hold on. That may have been coincidence. Because they're walking away right away. Let me try seeing if maybe we place it down, then they all come to it. Wait, hold on. 3 pets are coming by here. Okay, this has got to be coincidence. Let me just move this. Let me move one over there. Let's see if the pets go to it. Bro, they're all going to over here, bro. This has got to not be no coincidence, bro. This can't be a coincidence. Let me move like over here. Like let me just move them around this area. Let's see if they actually like attract these pets. If this is true, this is literally insane. So far from what I'm seeing, it seems like more pets than not are kind of at this area. Like they're kind of bunched together almost. Like look at this, boys. Hold up. This is kind of insane. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna say this myth is true. I don't think I've ever seen this many moon cats sleep right next to each other on first try. Usually it takes a long time to get this to happen. So apparently the pancake stacks really do have a tendency to attract pets. But based off what I'm seeing, it seems like it's like a low chance to attract pets. I don't really know. I don't know how this works. But look at this. They're literally chilling right in front of the pancake stacks. A bunch of them. Like this is 5 moon cats chilling in front of the pancake stacks. Insane, boys. Insane. I'd say abuse this while you can before it either gets removed or patched. Matter of fact, come to the end of this video, I'm gonna be abusing this myself. I need to get more big bone blossoms like this. Now moving on to our next myth, it has to do with Chris P, or at least his cooking pot. Because apparently if you put a fruit in the pot and leave at the same time, it duplicates the fruit. So according to this logic, I should be able to submit it, then leave at the same time, and it should be in my inventory and in the pot. So let's try this out. 3, 2, 1. I did that too slow. Okay, so I see the bone blossom in there. Let me go ahead and empty that out. I gotta do this really quick. All right, I did it too slow the first time. Let me go ahead and empty this out and let's test this out the right way. I only have 1 bone blossom in my entire inventory. Somehow I have to press E, escape, L, enter at the same time. All right, let's try this. Oh, I was too slow again, bro. That's actually tough timing. All right, let me lock in. Let me lock in. We're going to get this right. We're going to get this right. All I have to do is press E, escape, L, enter at the same exact time. Let's do this. I think I did it. I think I did it. I think I did it, boys. That was like perfect timing. Question is, did the bone blossom actually duplicate? So logging back in. Let's see if it's in my inventory and let's see if it's still in the pot. And let's see. Okay, it's not in my inventory, which means this is not true. But let's see if it's still in the pot. Yep, it's still in the pot. It shows bone blossom right there. So this is just straight up not true. I left as quick as I could at the same time I put it in there. It does not duplicate. Now this next myth is the most game breaking of them all. Because apparently if you leave game before your pet mutates, it will stay in the machine. And if this myth is true, this means you can loop it over and over until you get the mutation you want. Now, I already have a pet waiting in here. I put this at the start of the video just so I wouldn't have to do it later. This is a night owl that I got to level 50. It's been chilling in here and it's ready to claim. Now, all we have to do is claim, and before it goes in our inventory, I guess we have to leave the game. So let's go ahead and test this out. I have to be really quick with this. Let me press E. Let's see what mutation it gets. Shiny. Oh. Okay, why do I keep messing up the timing on that? Okay, so I messed up on that. I guess now to test this out, we're gonna have to get another pet to age 50. All right, looks like my highest age pet I have is this age 35 butterfly. So I think we just have to buy like 15 or 25 level up lollipops. So let me just buy 15 of these real quick. And 15 lollipops. I wouldn't have had to do this if I just did it right the first time, but you know what I'm saying, butterfingers. Now we just gotta get this bad boy to level 50. I actually have wanted to have a mutated butterfly for a while now, so this works out for me. All right, age 50. Let's go to use our recall wrench. Let's put in our age 50 butterfly in there. Boom. Now we're gonna skip and we're gonna have to accept this and leave before it actually goes back in our inventory, depending on if we see a mutation we want or not. So let's go ahead and do this. Let's see. Okay, that's tiny. We don't want that. We leave the game. And now if we rejoin, it should still be in the mutation machine, allowing us to redo this over and over until we get a mutation we want. This is literally a game-breaking glitch if this works. Let's go ahead and use recall wrench. Is it still there in the machine? It's literally still there. It's literally still there in the machine, boys. Hold on. You're telling me we could just keep looping this over and over and over again until we get the mutation we're looking for? Yo. Let's try this again. Okay, let's see. What do we get? That's shiny. We don't want shiny. So I left the game and it's still there. Oh my gosh. Hold on. We're gonna keep doing this until we get a rainbow one. That's shiny again. We loop it back and forth. Fourth time to try to get mutations. Tiny. And I decided to just settle on inverted. This is actually an mind-blowing, game-breaking glitch. You could just keep mutating them over and over without having to get them to age 50 each time. So this myth is true, and I actually don't even know if I should be promoting this. I might get in trouble for this. I mean, really, y'all should be thanking me, Jandal. I'm putting notice on a glitch that should be patched immediately. That said, if y'all are seeing this, abuse it while you can, because I guarantee you, it may already be patched by the time this video gets out. Low-key, though, after this vid, I might just run it up to get all my pets rainbow, though. Next myth, though, if you leave game right after completing a trade, it'll duplicate the item you trade. All right, so once again, test this out. I've got my girlfriend on this alt account. I'm gonna send a trading ticket. We're just gonna put something random in the trade. I'm gonna put something, she's gonna put something. I'm gonna leave right as the trade's accepting, and we're gonna see what happens. Okay, she's putting in bone blossom. This is fine because I don't have a bone blossom currently. I'm gonna put in just some random pet. What should I put in? I'll put in this pancake mole. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and accept, and right before it finalizes, I'm gonna leave the game to see if I get an extra pancake mole. She gets extra pancake mole. We're just gonna see. Let's go ahead and do it. All right, it's finishing. Now we left. I'm gonna join back and let me see if I got the bone blossom. All right, let me look at my inventory. Do I have the bone blossom? Okay, somehow I do have the bone blossom, but do I have the pancake mole? I do not. And she has the pancake mole. So it looks like they foolproofed the trade system and glitch proofed it. Leaving right as the trade accepts will not do anything. The trade will just go through as normal. So myth busted. This is not a way to bypass. Yeah, go ahead, give me back my pancake mole. Hey, give me that thing. Now, you've been having a lot of duplicating myths throughout the video, and for this next one, we got another one. Because apparently, if you leave the game right as a raccoon is about to give you a fruit, then join back, you get 2 of the fruit. So I've got myself a rainbow raccoon to work with here. This thing's gonna activate in I think about 11 minutes. My girlfriend over here, Count, has candy blossoms to work with. I don't think I have a single candy blossom, so this will be easy to test. Yep, got 0 candy blossom. Once this thing goes off, we're gonna see if this actually works. All right, our raccoon's activating now. Let's see what he gets. Now, if I read the instructions right, sent it by you guys, all I have to do is leave right as he's about to give it to me. Hopefully he goes for the big one because then it'll be easy to tell. Let's see though. All right, looks like he's grabbing the big one. Let's see. Uh-oh, that's a small one. All right, bet. So how do I do this? Do I just leave like right before he gives it to me? Let's see. All right, I left right as he was about to give it to me. I didn't see any text that says it went to my inventory. Let's join back and let's see if we get 2 candy blossoms or if we even get the 1. All right, here we are. Let's look. And we only got 1 candy blossom. I didn't even think we'd get that. I thought we left too soon, but apparently this just doesn't work. You don't get 2, doesn't duplicate it. You just get the 1. Myth busted. Only a few more myths to go. And for our next one, apparently if you put down a seed right before Flashbang happens, it'll instantly grow. If we go over to our slot mailbox, I haven't loaded onto my last slot in over 1 hour. So if we plant a seed down, it should advance by 1 hour at the very least. I'm pretty sure. And I believe this also applies to eggs. So we can test this in 2 ways. I believe common summer egg. Yeah, it takes 20 minutes. So we're gonna test this out by planting both an egg and a crop to see if it works in 2 ways than 1. The actual seed I'm gonna plant is something that's not like too massive. I'll just plant down like, I don't know, like a low quad seed. All right, though, let's go ahead and switch slots. Now let's go ahead and place down the summer egg as well as the low quad seed, and we should have the your garden grew. All right, there we go. Your garden grew. Now we should see this common summer egg be fully advanced and the low quad tree finished. And okay, the loquat tree is only 27% grown, but this egg did not progress at all. But the myth is still true because the loquat tree literally advanced by an entire hour. So I'm gonna go ahead and destroy the tree. I'll take that as a W. It just didn't work for the egg, unfortunately. But with that, we're now moving on to the final myth of the video. If you use 4 massive bone blossoms in your cooking recipe, it will give you a high kilogram food, making it prismatic. Now to test this myth out, the only recipe I know off the top of my head is how to make a hot dog. I think you just have to have 1 corn and then 4 of anything else. So I'm growing these corn real quick. All right, we got croppable corn. Let me get that. And now we just add it to the pot. Boom, 1 corn. And then we just need 4 big bone blossoms. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Click cook. We skip that bad boy, and it should give us a prismatic hot dog. We should get prismatic rewards. Yep, hot dog right there. Boom. And just like that, yep, prismatic bone blossom hot dog. And this thing is massive. So we could give it to Pris P, and we should get prismatic rewards. Let's have him take it. And we get mutation sprays fried, C-pack, gourmet egg, honey glazed, small toy, and artichoke. That's actually not half bad considering he wasn't even craving hot dogs. Like, he's craving pizza. And I think we got fried mutation sprays from that. So we got all the way up to divine level prizes. So yeah, as you guys can see, this myth is 100% true. Had he been craving hot dogs, we would have 100% got the max rewards and had a chance to get the best stuff, like pancake stack, ×4 gourmet seed packs, and ×3 gourmet eggs. But that is all the myths we have to test today. These were all sent in by you guys in the Discord. So if you guys want to have your myths included in the next video, make sure to join and send them in below. But if you guys want my recommendation, definitely abuse the Pet Mutation machine while it's here, because it might not even be here when this video is posted, to be honest.